Hey y'all, gather around the fire and get cozy, because I'm about to share a spine-tingling tale that happened right in these woods, not too far from where we're sitting tonight. It was a dark, moonless night, much like this one. The crickets were chirping, and the wind was just a gentle whisper among the leaves. Four friends just like us were out camping, laughing and roasting marshmallows, unaware of the eerie night that awaited them. As the fire dwindled to glowing embers, they heard it. A strange whistling sound slicing through the silence of the night. It wasn't like any animal they knew. Curious and a bit spooked, they grabbed their flashlights and headed towards the sound. The woods seemed to close in around them as they walked. The sound grew louder and clearer. It wasn't just whistling. It was a melodic, almost hypnotic hum. It seemed otherworldly, alien. Suddenly the ground shook, and a bright light pierced the darkness from above. The trees lit up like it was daylight, and right there, in a clearing, stood a spacecraft, hovering just off the ground. It was unlike anything they'd ever seen, metallic, with lights blinking in a pattern. Before they could run, a beam of light shot from the craft, encircling them. They were trapped, unable to move. Then from the craft emerged these beings. They weren't human. Their skin was a translucent gray, their eyes large and unblinking. They moved towards the friends who were frozen in fear. One of the beings reached out with a slender, shaky hand and touched Mike, the group's unofficial leader. He screamed, not in pain but in terror, for the touch was cold, colder than the night air around them. The next thing they knew, they were inside the craft. The inside was cold, metallic, filled with strange instruments and screens displaying unknown symbols. The beings communicated through thoughts, telling them not to fear, that this was just an examination. Hours seemed to pass in minutes, and before they knew it, they were back at their campsite, the fire now completely out. Everything seemed normal, but they felt different, like something inside them had changed. They packed up at first light, none of them speaking much about what had happened. They knew what they experienced was real, even if it sounded unbelievable. They never camped in these woods again. So tonight, as we sit around this same fire, keep your eyes and ears open. Who knows when the visitors might decide to return? Maybe this time, for one of us. Sleep tight, y'all. And remember, always keep one eye on the stars and one on the woods. You just never know what's out there. Good night.